Okay, my friends, now we're talking about Tiny Toons Looniversity, the new series of these characters. I'm pleased to have Nate Cash and David Errigo Jr. They work on this new animated production. Hi.
Hi.
Hi. Happy to be here.
Nice to meet you.
Name right.
Okay, in the 90s, I was a child who saw Tiny Toons on TV. I love this animated series. So my first question is about nostalgia. How do you feel about these characters that millions of people like me have loved for 30 years?
I'm
How
in the
do you feel about it?
Same boat as you. I love them. I grew up and wore out the VHS, the videotape of Tiny Toon Adventures, How I Spent My Vacation. Boy, did I watch that through a lot of times.
Okay, and you, Nate?
Yeah, there was so much like revisiting the old show and pulling inspiration from it was really exciting. There's so much like fun cartooniness that it was just a blast to work with and pay homage to the sensibility of that show, while also like introducing it into in a new framework for a new audience.
Nate, you and David are very young, 30 years.
I'm 47 actually.
Okay. Okay. What do you think about the decision to change the essence of some characters in animated series? For example, skin color, gender. What do you think about this?
I think in general, or
in general, yeah.
I think it's great to have new opportunities to tell new stories. I think if you're doing it thoughtfully and with you know some heart underneath, I think that's a wonderful way to have extra inclusiveness in your series and things like that. And you know, you see it really well done with something like Spider-Man, right? Miles Morales is another Spider-Man. They didn't, you know, do away with Peter Parker or anything like that. And so broadening out and giving people more opportunity to have more characters in different stories. Nobody's taking anything away from what was. They're just building on what will be.
Okay, very well. Okay, David, with you. Why do we love Plucky if he's an envious and narcissist dog? How do you defend him?
You know, I think he is oblivious. We defend him by knowing that he is not doing anything mean. He does not think he's being mean to anybody. He just happens to know that the world way, and you just might be a little bit further behind on the curve. I'm trying to bring you toward my world understanding. So I think, you know, when we started with the character, it was really important for us to make sure that he's not a jerk. And if he says everything believing it wholeheartedly, his obliviousness carries him through to a certain level of like audience charm, right? We love to hate him in a certain way. We don't mind that he's saying these things because we can tell in his core he's not doing it to be mean. He just doesn't know the effect he has on the world.
And what do you talk me about Hamton?
Oh, Hampton's just a sweet pig. He's so lovely, and he wants to take care of everybody. And so in the inverse, where my pal Plucky might not know what he's doing in the world, I try to be real conscious about the effect that I have.
I love this moment. Thank you. Okay. Buster, Babsy, Plucky, Hamton, DC, all of them are in the Looniversity. Nate, what do you think are the best teaching of Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck to the new generations?
Well, that's what's really cool about the setup of this show is we're treating those classic heritage Warner Brothers cartoons as real characters who are now faculty at a school. So, for instance, Daffy Duck couldn't be happier to have an audience that can't leave his teachings about himself And Bugs, on the other hand, really doesn't put in the time to teaching. He'll say, yeah, pretty much like you do you, which is Bugs's. Not that he says that, but the way that Bugs teaches a class is totally Bugs Bunny, and the way Daffy teaches a class is super Daffy. But we're focusing on this new generation of toons. We're trying to figure out who they are to themselves, and what their brand of comedy is, and who they are. So that's kind of harkening back to the old show that was, a love letter to the cartoons that those creators grew up with. This is our love letter to the cartoons that we love, and that goes for the whole crew, from the storyboard artists to the writers and the voice actors.
Okay. Finally, Nate, David, do you think adults should continue to watch animated TV shows? I love them.
Absolutely. Otherwise, I'd be out of a job.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye.